What is up, hooligans? Happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you have a like button, hit that like button. More likes, more hooligans. Well, we're starting off late because I went and got my car. Pretty excited about it. The damn all-wheel drive light is on. They can't figure out what's wrong with it. They said it's somehow related to the wheels. There's something going on with the wheels. So they're going to schedule me another appointment to come bring the car back. They're going to pull all the wheels off and put the car on blocks, like I live in Detroit. And they're going to pull all the sensors and whatever out of all the wheels and redo them, hoping that it will fix that all-wheel drive light. They think the bad sensor in one of the wheels is causing the transmission to think that one of the wheels isn't spinning correctly. And so I have this little all-wheel drive light just sitting here doing this on my dashboard. It is what it is. Either way, the car runs great. They charged me $1,900 to do the motor swap, do all the fluids, replace the radiator, because apparently the radiator had holes in it and we didn't know because the first motor was blown and wasn't building enough pressure to put the radiator under pressure. So after they did the motor swap, then they realized the radiator was fucked up, so they had to replace that. They did all the fluids. They recharged my AC. They didn't charge me for the tow from Ludington to the shop when I hit the deer. And they're going to store my gold car, so as I need parts, we'll just pull the parts off the gold car. They're going to give it its own little space behind the shop where it can sit there and whatever. So it's all good. They're doing me a big favor and hooked me up for a fair price, I think, and things are whole once again. I didn't have enough time to go do all the things I wanted to do. So I went and got gas and I pulled everything out of the gold car. So like all my disc golf stuff and, you know, all that tools and whatever. Pulled it all out of the gold car, put it in the blue car. Tomorrow, after Coffee with Hooligans free speech episode tomorrow, because we're not going to be showing on YouTube because Saturday's for free speech, I'm going to be going back to the shop to pull that aftermarket radio out of the center console there. So my fingers are going to be all messed up because that's what happens when you do car radios. But either way, that's the plan. Keeping you guys up to date because you guys have been so generous and all of that with all the support. And I really appreciate all of you guys. I wouldn't be able to even have a car or even have these opportunities if it wasn't for all of you. So that's why I'm keeping you guys up to date. I know some of you are like, why the fuck you keep telling me about your car? I don't care, bud. Well, that's why. Because you guys have been so generous. So I'm just keeping you up to date. We're going to run through a schedule really quick. We're going to check on all the chats, make sure everything is running smoothly, and then we're going to go ahead and get her started. We're going to be starting off with this first video titled, "We Follow the Impeachment Evidence Where It Leads," talking about Speaker Johnson. They're doing the impeachment inquiry. McCarthy, obviously came out and was talking about all that a few weeks ago or a month ago or something, and then we haven't heard anything about it. Now all of a sudden Speaker Johnson is up there saying they're going to do the impeachment inquiry by the book. They're going to do it according to the Constitution. And wherever it goes, it goes. And that sounds pretty interesting because maybe they might actually, I don't know, start heading towards impeachment. I think it's a little bit too late to be worrying about that kind of stuff. But still, it's quite interesting. Then we have a video titled, Carl Somebody Exposes What Was in Joe Biden's Emails. They're connecting some dots there. Tracking down the Chinese money going to old man Walter's pockets. Then we have a video titled, "The Threat is Already Here," talking about what Border Patrol is finding coming across the southern border. Potential terrorist attacks on their way, as they've been saying all week, which is really weird. Then we have a video titled, "FBI Raids New York City Mayor Eric Adams' Chief Fundraiser's Home." Apparently people connected to Mayor Adams is corrupt. Really? Wow, that's never. I didn't think that. I didn't know. Oh, wow. Hopefully they can bring down all of that. God forbid that we have anybody that loves America in office. Then we have a video titled, "UAP Over the Arctic Circle Remains a Mystery," talking about UFOs. I didn't know what UAP was at first. I forgot. They relabeled UFOs. Now it's a UAP. I don't know. The UFOs are trans, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, then we have a video titled, at New York trial, Trump's sons say they're not aware of fraud. Them boys are smart. They're smart. Look at them just, I called it. I called it. They got up there and they said, I don't know. I don't know, sir. And they don't know anything. And so wasting the court's time. It's not wasting the court's. It is, but it's not. The court is wasting everybody else's time and money. And, you know, Trump's kids, they're just up there playing the part, doing what they're required to do. And I think they're pretty smart with how they're handling it. Then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled Deputies Searching for Suspect Following Incident at Okanee, or I don't know, some name, nuclear station. And I think that's really weird too. I'm wondering if they were testing some security or what they were doing. But we kept that for last so all of us can gather our thoughts and try and figure out what exactly is that story about. Because this individual is, I guess, a solo agent. Nobody knows who he is, what he's there for, where he came from, but he decided to try and trespass on a nuclear facility. And it was almost like some trailer park boy antics. So I don't know. We saved it for last. We're going to discuss that when we get to the end there. I'm going to flip through the chat really quick, make sure everything is running smoothly. And then we're going to go ahead and get her started. Holy, I'm getting like overwhelmed from the lights. I have a terrible headache, which is another reason why I didn't go get groceries and all that. I'm pretty excited to go buy toilet paper. I'll tell you that. Klaus Daniels, he's lucky. He's lucky. He was next. He was next. Anyways, what's up everyone over on jeffmaclive.com? What's up Annette? What's up Sam? Happy Freedom You Hooligans. What's up Matt? Appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you Sam. I appreciate it. I am pretty happy to be an adult again, you know, have a vehicle, be able to travel. 28 days is how long it took to get back on some wheels. So I'm pretty excited about it, not gonna lie. Let's see. What's up everyone over on Rumble? Come on guys, we gotta get like we gotta get those likes up. 20 likes. There's 82 people in the chat. We only got 20 likes. Come on now. Come on now, we can do better than that. I believe in you hooligans. What's up Astral Hammer? What's up Pickle Fingers? Astral Hammer, thank you for letting me know about the copyright situation stuff. I was unaware. I don't know if you know, but that's not the website where we cover the lives. I actually run 2 different websites. I only talk about the one, but you actually went to the other one that doesn't have a lot of activity. But I appreciate you letting me know. I am going to go and change all of that. What's up Pickle Fingers? What's up Joe? What's up Zero? What's up Shannon? What's up Breezy? What's up Bullets and Barbecue? That's fuck yeah. Bullets and Barbecue. What's up RK? What's up Lifelike? Happy Freedom You Hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being here. What's up Roy? Oh, what is your name? Pyropsin? That's probably not correct, but it sounds cool. What's up Ghostly? Happy Freedom all of you hooligans. Appreciate you guys all being here. Let's see. Is Odyssey running, walking, falling off its bike? What is it doing? Are we running? We are running. There I is. What's up everyone over on Odyssey? Happy Freedom. Let's see. What about D Live? Yesterday someone on D Live asked me if I was blue and yellow country, like skin color, or if I was Eastern European. I don't think I've been asked a question quite like that. I've been told I look Slavic quite a few times. I don't know why, but something. Either way, what's up everyone over on D Live? Happy Freedom you hooligans. What's up Tom Tom? What's up everyone over on Kick? Happy Freedom. Happy Freedom Friday. I forgot it was Friday today. Happy Freedom Friday to all of you hooligans. If I didn't have a headache, we'd be drinking beer right now. What's up everyone over on Twitch? What's up C1? Let's see. What is your name? We'll go with 4 Aces. What's up 4 Aces? What's up Matt? What's up Mr. Beansy Beans? Happy Freedom. Appreciate all of you hooligans being here. And what is up everyone over on GoofTube? Let me get you this Rumble link really quick. Let's see. Ka-chow. There we go. Toy Mafia, you're first. You stay first over there on the YouTube chat. I appreciate you, Toy Mafia. What's up, Yukon? What's up, M Rank? What's up, T Lawton? What's up, Sawdog? Why don't you guys go to Rumble? You guys been around forever. Why don't you go to Rumble? I miss seeing your names. What's up, B? What's up, Anthony? What's up, Norman? What's up, Patriot Roy? What's up, Tim? What's up, Dad? Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not dark forever. You gotta just be patient. And you'll get to the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I was trying to tell myself. That's what Klaus Daniels was trying to tell me while I'm in here losing my marbles here in the house. What's up, Combat Vet? What's up, Dutton? What's up, TH? What's up, Marvin? What's up, A to Z? Happy Freedom. What's up, Christine? Appreciate you being here. Let's see, reading through really quick. Oh, Yukon, yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. I understand. What's up, Lion's Heart? What's up, Parabellum? What's up, Axel? Happy Freedom. Rumble's like Instagram? No. What? No. Rumble doesn't let pedophiles communicate with each other to go and track down children. Instagram does, but not Rumble, no. Rumble is the anti-censorship version of YouTube. And they're so anti-censorship that they're banned in certain countries like Germany and stuff like that. You got to use a VPN in order to get on Rumble. What's up, Charles? What's up, Kevin? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Christine? Appreciate you sliding through. All right, let me see. I think we did everything. Told you guys about the car. I want to say there was something else, and now I can't remember. Oh, I was supposed to release a new t-shirt today. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow for Free Speech Saturday. So we're going to be starting off with this first video. Is titled, "We Follow the Impeachment Evidence Where It Leads." So first, I want to remind you guys, go get you Screaming Goat t-shirt, tank top, zipper hoodies, pullover hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs. We got Hooligan shirts, we got Hooligan badges, we got Jeff Mac shirts. We still got the spooky Hooligan stuff up. We got tons of different designs. This is just the fan favorite right here, the Screaming Goat. Go check that stuff out. I will drop the link in the chat while you guys are watching this first video.
Many of you know my background. I'm a constitutional law attorney. I believe this is a very serious matter. I was called upon to serve on the impeachment defense team in the House twice under President Trump when the Democrats used it for raw partisan political purposes, and I decried that at each step of the way. The reason is because the impeachment power that we have in the Constitution, in the House specifically, next to a declaration of war, you could argue it's the heaviest power that we have, and it cannot be wielded for political purposes. So I have been very consistent, intellectually consistent in this, and persistent that we have to follow due process and we have to follow the law. That means following our obligation under the Constitution and doing appropriate investigations in the right way at the right pace so that the evidence comes in and we follow the evidence where it leads. We follow the truth where it leads. So as we stand here today, I'm not predetermined that, but I do believe that very soon we are coming to a point of decision on it. We're in the impeachment inquiry phase, as you know, which is an important step in that due process. And what you're seeing right now, although a lot of American people are anxious about this, many, Republicans across the country are anxious to get to the end point on this, and I think some Democrats want to know how it ends as well. What you're seeing right now is a deliberate constitutional process that was envisioned by the founders, the framers of the Constitution. This is how they envisioned this to go, not the way the Democrats did it: snap impeachments, sham impeachments, and all the rest. So I know that people are anxious about it, but I will say, Chairman Comer, Chairman Jordan in Judiciary, Chairman Smith in Ways and Means, they've done an extraordinary job, very methodically, and I would say outside the scope of politics. They've been taking in the evidence as it goes. So we're going to follow the evidence where it leads, and we'll see. And I'm not going to predetermine it this morning.
Well, we'll see how that goes. Like I said, I think it's a little bit too late to be worrying about impeachment and stuff, and, we're still going to end up with Hyena Harris, even if they did go after old man Walter. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm more or less excited to see how Speaker Johnson actually handles going through these proceedings and all of that stuff. Because he claims to be by the book, and he's for the Constitution and nothing but the Constitution. So we'll see. We'll see if he holds his word. Because we know if it was Nancy Pelosi or whatever, they would just say some nonsense. They'd cry really hard, they'd file some paperwork and do some illegal shit and act like they didn't do anything wrong. Because that's what they do. So I'm kind of excited to see how Speaker Johnson handles these kind of situations. What I think is really weird is how he looks younger than me and older than me at the same time. He's got like the look of an older gentleman, and it's the professionalism and all of that, but then his face is very boyish, and it's like this part looks younger than me, but the rest of it looks older than me, and I don't know. Kind of suspicious of that myself, but either way, we're going to read through the chat really quick. and then we're going to cover this next video. There's a stink bug standing right next to the camera. I thought it was a spider at first. I almost went and grabbed the pistol, but it's a stink bug. And as long as Klaus Daniels doesn't jump up here, or that little fucker doesn't try and get right in the screen of the camera, we're going to be all right. Let's see, reading through really quick. Pyro, just put a piece of electric tape over the light. Oh, for the all-wheel drive light? I mean, we'll see. At night, it's probably too much. It's like strobing at me. It'd probably be too much at night. But in the daytime, I don't really notice it too much. I tried to like hold the steering wheel in a way that my arm covers it, so I can just pretend like there's no flashing light on the dashboard. We'll see how it turns out. Soccer sucks. Colorado is red. We'll write them in. Yeah. Yeah, they're trying. They're trying to get them off the ballot in Colorado and stuff. And their whole... The only leg they're standing on is they're going to try and prove that the Orange Eagle did an insurrection. When the federal government held their own trial that proved that it wasn't an insurrection, Colorado thinks they know better. And so, yeah, they're going to try and get him pulled off the ballot because he led the insurrection. That's so stupid. So stupid. But if they want to waste the money and go through it, then go ahead and go through it. Because even if they do successfully corrupt the system in a way where they can pull his name off the ballot, we'll just write it in. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. They can be as dumb as they want to be and scream and cry as hard as they want to. I mean, until they just shit out their man ponds. That's fine. That's fine. We'll write the name in. It'll be fine. It's up to us. What's up, Two Storms? Happy freedom. Let's see. Jeffro, J6 report. Yeah, I wonder if they'll get Speaker Johnson and do something about the J6ers. That'd be a good way to prove himself right off the rip, is go do something about the J6ers. Klaus Daniels, what are you doing? He's like, oh, Dad's working. Let me just tear the curtains down. Like, you're going to make me beat you in front of all the hooligans. Let's see. It's reading through. Ghostly, I hear stink bugs hate mint. I don't know. I'm not really bothered by stink bugs for some reason. They don't bother me. And Klaus doesn't kill anything. He wants to kiss everything. He sees spiders and stuff, and he just takes his nose and just kind of mushes them against the ground. Not hard enough to kill them, just to get them to like sit still, and then he'll leave them alone, and then they'll start crawling again, and then he'll kiss them again. I don't know. I hope he doesn't treat communism like that when they come kicking the door in, because that ain't gonna work. You can't kill communism with kisses, as far as I know. We'll see. Matthew, you think that Speaker Johnson is CGI? He might be. I don't know. Joe, I know. I can't believe his name is Mike Johnson. I was making terrible jokes at the cat before the live started. I was like, oh, she tripped and she fell and she landed on Mike Johnson. And then she stayed there. I'm like, no, just stop it. That's why I call him Speaker Johnson. It's a deterrent from cracking jokes. Girth, no impeachment. I want to watch that fucker fall down the stairs. One of these days he's going to break a hip and we'll be stuck with Hyena Harris that way. That'll be bad enough. Just flipping through really quick before we move on to this next video here. Mr. Beansy Beans, Grey Wolf, yeah, I got my car. Got my car back. The all-wheel drive light is flashing at me. Nobody knows why. Other than that, runs great. Brand new radiator. Motor swap went well. It's shifting good. Put $25 worth of gas in it. It's ready to go. I'm going to go for a cruise after the live if I don't need to lay down first. Depends how this headache goes. Let's see. Charles, I want to see the silly VP in office. Who knows what that would be like? Nothing like Hyena Harris addressing the nation, cackling and saying things forward and backwards, and then forwards again, and acting as if she had actually said something. She has trouble spelling AI. Firmest, the political prisoners, yeah. Yeah, Mike Mike Johnson. He should do something about the J6ers. Yukon dark color post-its work well too. We'll see. Joe, check the blinker fluid. I actually had them check it twice, just in case. Just in case. They told me not to go hunt deer with this car. Little do they know I have full coverage. I now have full coverage. It's going to be difficult for me not to stomp on the gas pedal if I see a deer in the road. My luck, though, I'll die. Like, I won't survive this next one, and it won't matter. I'll have full coverage. I'll be sitting in hell like, damn it. I thought I was getting a new car and smoke myself over a deer. Them bastards out there. All prancing around waiting for Santa to come to town. Bastard deer. So we're going to move on to this next one. It's titled, Carl Somebody Exposes What Was in Joe Biden's Emails. Oh, Robert L. Peters, pimping from Rhode Island. Let's see. They're going to connect the dots here. Show us how old man Walter gets his money from China. Let's get it started.
What is it with Democrats and email scandals? Honestly, first it was Hillary Clinton with the 33,000 emails from a private server with classified information that she said was about yoga. And now we have a sitting president who, when he was vice president, sent more than 82,000 emails from alias accounts. This was part of a FOIA lawsuit from the Southeastern Legal Foundation. That's a conservative nonprofit group, and they sued the National Archives for access to this. This means that the National Archives actually fought to keep this under wraps and only gave it up when a court made them. So the first question is, why? Considering this is the same National Archives that kicked in Donald Trump's door at Mar-a-Lago to get boxes back that they had, one, already seen, and two, never had a problem with when they were actually there before. Folks, this is a big deal. You don't send things from alias accounts unless you don't want people to know what you're doing. The left is super silent about this, though. They're even denouncing it. Ian Sams, I guess this is his job, but he's the White House spokesman for oversight and investigations. He's got a pretty tough job. Said, quote, just when you think the House GOP shenanigans can't get any dumber, they start fussing about email pseudonyms. Newsflash, government leaders for decades have used aliases to avoid spam and hacking. Did they think this was just Joe.Biden? LOL, wonder what some congressman's emails are. Just because they've done it forever doesn't mean it's the right thing. It's actually wrong on all fronts. The classic deflection by Democrats, though. But what do these emails contain? Listen, for one, many of these emails from aliases like Robert Peters, Robin Ware, JRB Ware, the ones we know about, seem to be related to Ukraine and Burisma, a natural gas company that was paying his son Hunter Biden $1 million a year. Now, if you recall, Joe Biden did, in fact, threaten to hold back American aid if they did not fire a prosecutor that was investigating this company.
I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting $1 billion. I said, you're not getting $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a got fired.
At the same time that his son was receiving $1 million a year from the same company.
Come on, man.
That sounds pretty sketchy to me. Remember, Democrats were so terrified by this getting exposed that they impeached Donald Trump over a phone call for simply asking if Joe Biden did exactly what you just saw him admit to. You see how proactive they are on this? But all that aside, what was the one thing that Joe Biden hid behind every single time corruption has come up?
Congresswoman Nancy Mace says there's damning evidence in the FBI file that you sold out the country. Do you have a response to the congressional Republicans?
Where's the money?
Well, aside from a fully paid-for Rehoboth Beach house, James Comer has connected some of those dots.
It all began with a shakedown in the summer of 2017 when Hunter Biden sent a message to his CEFC associate demanding a $10 million capital payment. As Hunter Biden extorted this associate, Hunter claimed he was sitting with his father and that the Biden network would turn on his associate if he didn't pony up the money. The extortion scheme worked. Days later, $5 million flowed in from a Chinese affiliate of CEFC.
You can clap for million bones. For what? Remember, there is not a single product that the Biden family can point to for the over $20 million in financial transactions that they've received. And this is from a variety of sources. And if you remember, when Biden's business associates said they made it so complicated through a series of shell companies that it would take over 10 years to track the money, here's how they did it.
First, Northern International Capital, a Chinese company associated with CEFC, wired $5 million to Hudson West 3, a joint venture established by Hunter Biden and a CEFC associate. Then Hudson West 3 sent $400,000 to an entity owned and controlled by Hunter Biden. Next, Hunter Biden wired $150,000 to Lion Hall Group, a company owned by James and Sarah Biden. Sarah Biden then withdrew $50,000 in cash from Lion Hall Group. Later the same day, she deposited it into her and James Biden's personal checking account. A few days later, Sarah Biden cut a check to Joe Biden for $40,000.
Here's that check for $40,000. Note on the bottom, loan repayment. And I'll explain why this is important in just a second. But I thought Joe Biden and his family didn't take any money from China. Well, at least that's what he told us.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China?
Jeez, I couldn't stop that video. I had to just exit out of it. Well, we knew the money went to old man Walter, but now they're waking normies up with it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. They'll wait 30, 40 years, and then they'll go and prosecute old man Walter. That's what they're going to do. They're going to wait till he's dead and in the ground, and then they're going to be like, yeah, we should probably look into all that money transferring we have documentation on over the last 17 years. We should just go ahead and check that out. That's what they'll do. That's what they'll do. It's crazy how the Orange Eagle was in office, and they couldn't make up enough reasons to get him out of office. Old man Walter's in office, and he's been in office for like the last 40 years, and they have warehouses full of evidence on him, and everybody just stays silent. They just look the other way, let it get swept under the rug. There's so much crap under the rug, they got to throw the rug on the roof at this point, because there's just so much dirt on old man Walter, and nobody wants to go after him. I don't know. I think he's the best puppet. I think that's why. He's the best puppet for the position. And so they just let him be there. He's the most qualified to follow orders while pretending to be in charge. At least that's what I think. I'm going to read through the chat really quick before moving forward. This next one's about the open border and how, well, brace yourself for false flags, because they've been talking about it all week. Oh no, what if there's something bad that happens here on U.S. soil, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden they're finding stuff that's resembling that. Well, I'll be getting to that next. Annette, let's see. Did you get the deer whistles out of the glove box and put them on in your new car? I did grab them out the gold car, and they're currently sitting in the passenger seat on the blue car to try and catch my eye. So when I get back out there, I actually stick them on the front of the car. That's the goal. That's the goal. I did grab them though. I was going through the whole car and I seen them in there, and I was like, better grab these. Better grab the deer whistles. We'll see what happens. Let's see, reading through. Ghostly Jeff's gonna get a spotlight in front of his car like a cop and get the little thing right next to the driver mirror. Hit the deer with the spotlight. Scream taser, taser. Right before I hit him with the 9mm. Just stay the hell out from in front of the damn Subaru. Yeah. Happy Freedom Friday, Christy Starr. Appreciate you. It's Freedom Friday. Soccer sucks. Is the all-wheel drive engaging? It could be a vacuum line. The shop said that they think the all-wheel drive is functioning. They don't know what the light is. They don't understand why the light is happening. And that's all they know. They don't seem to know anything else. So I don't know. I have to wait for it to snow to see if it's actually an all-wheel drive or not. Nobody seems to know. Let's see. Reading through. What's up, 12th man? Happy freedom. Grey Wolf, take some Advil. I should have did it before the live. I'll be like a zombie by the time I'm off this live, having all this light projecting into my eyes while I'm sitting here suffering of a headache. I'll most likely have to lay down after this. Let's see. Tom, hear about the guy who was armed with rifles and pistols in Colorado. Took himself out. Wrote I am not a killer on the wall. Was it the guy that went to the fair or the amusement park or something? He was going to do something bad, but then decided to delete himself. And everyone's just speculating that he was going to go and murder all those people. I've heard a little bit about it, but I mean, I don't know if that's the same incident or not, but I heard a little bit about that, but I haven't seen any actual details on it. Twelfth man, Iron Maiden's going to be at the Tacoma Dome next October. What do you think about that? I haven't heard Iron Maiden. I mean, I know who it is, but I haven't seen them in person in a long time, so I don't even know what quality their music is. I know a lot of the older rockers are still touring and stuff, but I've heard that some of them is not as great to see as it would have been 30 years ago. And I don't know where the Tacoma Dome is. I mean, if that's your jam, I say go do it. Go do it. You never know. That flash of light could happen in the sky at any time now. So, just live your life. You gotta live your life. Don't be worried about those what ifs. What ifs could always happen. Last thing you want is waiting to get vaporized by a foreign country when you could have been listening to your favorite band play right there in front of you. Gotta just live your life. Let's see. United, what do you think of the permanent daylight savings they want? I don't know anything about that, but I don't think I don't understand the whole daylight savings thing. I mean, at this point, I'm just in the habit of it, but I don't think we necessarily need it. I want to say there's like 2 states that don't participate in it, and I can't remember if Canada just called it quits on that too. I don't know. We talked about this when the time jumped forward in the spring. We were talking about all of this. Did the time move? Or I know it's coming up. If it hasn't already happened, I know it's coming up. All my stuff's digital, so I never even know. Time sets itself for the most part. I know it's coming. Oh, it's on Sunday. Sunday is daylight savings. So at 2 o'clock, it'll remain 2 o'clock. Right? Or when it goes to 2 o'clock, it'll be 1 o'clock or something like that. On Sunday, on the 5th. I don't know. I don't think we need it at this point, but it's kind of hard to say. Like we think of it in logical, practical terms. Do we need it or do we not need it? But the people who are in charge, they're going to try and figure out what gender it is first, And then they got to get the labels. They have to understand how it identifies. Then we have to give it its own place to be and make sure it's all inclusive. And so I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of thought on it. I don't understand the purpose of it, so it's real easy for me to say, yeah, we don't need it anymore. But I don't know. Whatever makes everyone happy. That's how I feel at this point. Whatever makes everyone happy. You want to do daylight savings, we'll do it. You don't want to do it? Okay, we ain't got to do it anymore. I'm a people pleaser. Let's see. Jerry, did it total the lesbian mobile? It's not that it was, it's probably considered totaled now, but it wasn't considered totaled. I just couldn't find anyone that wanted to fix it. 1, nobody wanted to fix it, and 2, I was getting quoted for like $3,000 to $5,000 to fix it. So then I went and bought the blue car. Blue car had a bad motor, which I didn't know that when I bought it. Did the motor swap, and for right this second, I'm sitting pretty. What's up, JT3? Happy Freedom Friday. Appreciate you being here. Jet lag. Hawaii and Arizona don't change time. Thank you. I was wondering. I wasn't sure if it was Hawaii or Alaska, and then I knew Arizona was the other one. John, when's your birthday? March 11th is my birthday. You'll know. My birthday is my favorite holiday. And I wish everybody felt that way. That's why when hooligans come in and they say it's their birthday, I get all excited and stuff, because that is your own personal holiday. And if you want to go out there and light fireworks and get naked and drunk, then hey, I'm not going to stop you, okay? It's your holiday. You deserve to have the best day ever. I hope your day kicks ass for you on your birthday. And when it's my birthday, it's like a week long. It's almost like a month long. The hooligans every day will be like, happy birthday, Jeff. And then everybody in the chat's like, what? It's your birthday? I love it. I love it. Let's see. What's up, Andre? Happy freedom. Just reading through. When did Arizona stop doing daylight savings? That's what I wonder. What's up, Jerry? Happy freedom. Appreciate you being here. AB Johnson is going through the process to provide Blaze TV with the J6 tapes. That's cool. I just wonder, what does it matter? You know, how much do we gotta see, and what does it do? Because like we covered J6 live for 17 hours. Everybody who was there saw what happened the whole day, all the way down to the certification process. We didn't end that live till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And so we know, we know how it went. Well, what can we do? Well, we can't really do anything. Not out, nothing we're not going to get arrested for. So if they did show the whole world what we've already seen, and then some, what is that going to do? It's the people in charge that really need to do something about this, and the problem is they were there that day. They know how bad it was and wasn't, and they're just not doing anything about it. And so, raising the awareness and sending out the tapes to be, published before everyone in public is good. I mean, it's good. Wake those normies up. But what's it going to do? What's it going to do? The people who have the authorization to do something about it already know. They already know. So I'm glad that Speaker Johnson's actually trying to be the good guy here and do the right thing according to the Constitution and stuff. But they should be working for expediting the sentencing process for every single one of those J6ers. That's what they should be doing. Is setting up a day or a week or something where every single day they're going to knock out sentencing for all those J6ers and get them processed and get them out of being incarcerated, because at this point they could have done heinous acts and they would have still got time served for how much time they've already sat. So it should be in the government's best interest to get those people processed and put out, because what they're doing is terrible. It's terrible. No American should have to go through that kind of stuff. Not even sentenced. You're sitting there doing time. You ain't even sentenced yet. It's terrible. What's up, Rip Curl? Happy Freedom Friday. Dad, no, I don't know which wheel it is. And then the guy that owns the shop versus the guy that was working on my car, they had a difference in opinion of what they think is going on with the all-wheel drive. So there was a lot of conflict at the end there. But they both agreed that I should be safe driving the car, not ruining the transmission or anything like that, and that I should just drive it until we see more symptoms, or until they can get me a date to get in there to redo all the sensors on the wheels. The only problem is they could redo those sensors on the wheels and not even fix the problem. It's just going to cost me money. Well, we're going to move forward to this next video. It's titled, "The Threat is Already Here." Talking about potential stuff, potential terrorist attacks and whatnot coming across that southern border. I don't know, just more orchestration. That's really all it is. Because they've been saying for a week now, oh no, all the bad stuff happening in the Middle East. What if something bad happened here? Well, why would that happen? Well, because we got this open border. What if something bad happened here? Now all of a sudden they're finding stuff. That's weird. That's weird. It's like it's all tied together somehow. Let's get it started.
Joining me now live from McAllen, Texas, is Lieutenant Chris Alvarez, who's the Texas Department of Public Safety spokesperson. Chris, what can you tell us? What do you know about these explosives? And what could have been done with them? What could happen with them were they not intercepted?
All right, Laura. So good evening. Of course, as you mentioned earlier, that's very disturbing, very shocking when you see images and when you know for a fact that now we are finding explosives as a law enforcement agency. We're finding explosives that are being left on the U.S. side in Texas, which right there in that picture you see for yourself, Border Patrol recovered that particular explosive, but also the video you saw, That's an actual gun battle that was taking place right across the river, which is known as Fronton Island, which is an island that we've been able to occupy, because of the General Land Office through Commissioner Don Buckingham, who gave us the authority to take control of this 170-acre island. Now, because of that, we are able to capture all these events that are taking place just within 100 yards, within several hundred yards from the island across in Mexico, which is the most violent area along the Texas-Mexico border. So now that we're there operating 24/7, we are capturing these gun battles and now hearing explosives that are being detonated right across the river. It makes it a very dangerous and volatile situation when you know the cartels, and we know for many years the cartels have been operating in that specific area because they're fighting for lucrative smuggling and drug smuggling routes. And now you have explosives in the mix. That makes it more dangerous. So, of course, if we weren't there to capture these types of events, the American people would not know what's taking place and how serious these threats are and how close these threats are to the border.
Well, I want you to listen to the White House's response to questions about terrorists who've been able to infiltrate the U.S. through the southern border. Watch this.
Is it possible that somebody who wants to commit a terrorist attack during a time of elevated threat crossed the southern border into the United States already?
I couldn't possibly answer that question, Peter. All I can do is tell you that we have remained vigilant.
Okay. Chris, your response to that. They're recovering makeshift explosives. They can't even say it's possible that we're vulnerable to potentially a devastating terror attack because of their purposeful efforts to leave the border open.
Laura, we know for a fact there has been an elevated threat for the past 3 years because of an unsecured border. And the fact that the federal government has shown complete neglect to protect the American people and secure the border, that just shows how irresponsible they are to actually acknowledge the fact that we have problems, we have a serious threat at the border. We look back all the comments that have been made by the federal government when they say the border's secure, the border's closed, that we have done more than anyone else to secure the border. We know that's completely false. The state of Texas is doing more. No. The state of Texas is doing more than anyone else right now, Laura, and we see that right now firsthand. Now, if it wasn't for us actually showing these images, the American people will not know the threats that are taking place, especially when you take into account the number of suspected terrorists that have been encountered at the border.
Yeah, they're fighting against Texas. They don't want Texas to reveal this information because then, it's all exposed. But, Chris, I have some shocking news tonight. ICE says that a Venezuelan illegal failed to disclose a homicide conviction to Border Patrol back in July and was released into the United States with a notice to appear, of course, at an ICE office. Shocker, he did not appear. But guess where they finally arrested him? Living in state-provided housing on Joint Base Cape Cod. Chris, that's one individual. He hadn't committed a brutal crime, but how many others are out there in the 8 million or so?
Exactly, great point. So, of course, that's just another individual that was able to get by and was released to the country. Now, take into account the number of gotaways, 1.6, 1.7 known million gotaways that have been reported. Of course, the number is much higher. That's just based off an estimation. And when you have encountered individuals that have been on the terror watch list or cartel members or criminal gang members from other countries, or in this case, violent individuals from other countries that have serious criminal backgrounds and are released to the country right now, the threat is already here. And that's real shocking. That's why I say that the federal government has shown complete neglect to acknowledge the fact that we have an unsecured border. And to this date, they still refuse to do anything to secure the border.
Chris, Americans across the country know what's going on. I hope they take their views to the ballot box next year. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News.
Well, it's weird how that works. The border's wide open because these people need a better place to live. Now all of a sudden they're bringing explosives across. Oh, that's weird. That's kind of weird. Do they want to live here or they want to blow the place up? I don't know. We should really ask the government. They know because they're the one orchestrating all of this crap. They want us to happen. We've already been taken over by terrorists. They're just wearing suits and smiling at us and telling us that they're going to do a great job for us. But they're really just terrorists. And that they knew this is going to happen because they planned it. It's our own government. I agree. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. They're narrating all this stuff as it happens. And then at the same time, they want to be like, oh no, I can't believe what's happening. Like, what do you mean? You're letting it happen. We're sitting here watching you let it happen. If we went down there and stopped it, you would stop us. So what do you mean, oh no? It's not an oh no situation. We're just watching them just burn our country down. It's terrible. We're going to read through the chat really quick. We got 4 more videos left. This next one is talking about how Eric Adams, let me read it. The chief fundraiser person for Eric Adams was just raided by the FBI. I'm sure it's for good things. I'm sure. Zero, where did the trainload of ammonium nitrate go? Yeah, where did the thousands of dollars in dimes go? Where did all the money go from the Canadian airport? Yeah, it goes on and on. All these big things just end up missing. They don't talk about it anymore. They don't want people looking over there. Happy Freedom Friday, Snooks. Welcome to the live. Let's see. Crystal, this administration knows and they don't care. Not one little bit. I agree. RK, Kirby's a turd burglar. I know, Captain Hot Dog Fingers. I'm feeling glad I didn't have to cover him today. Tired of seeing him wagging them hot dogs all over the screen, saying a whole bunch of nothing. Talking about the Middle East like we don't have our own problems. What I'm wondering, though, is that little bit of news there going to keep happening, and that's the scare tactic to control us, to tell us what we need to do just in case it gets worse? Or are they actually going to do something and hold a big event and then try and be like, well, if Trump would have finished the wall, we wouldn't have these problems? Like, I wonder, are they going to actually have a false flag event, like a big attack, I guess I'll say. I have other phrasing I would like to use, but YouTube's watching, so I got to use second, third, fourth phrasing. But there was an attack to happen here. I just wonder, like, are they going to let that happen? Or are they going to let little news clips like this be what scares us? Oh, we found another explosive today. Oh, we busted 3 people coming in the country with weapons. Oh, we found a new terrorist trying to come across. Are they going to do that? What if they did that and then asked for pats on the back? What if they did that? What if they were like, yeah, border control is working. That's why we're finding the explosives. We wouldn't be able to find these terrorists if we didn't have this border wide open. All right, guys, start the line over here. I'll start taking pats on the back right now. Like, I don't know, something. I'm trying to see big picture here. I'm trying to connect all the dots. There's something coming. Let's see, Zero, can't wait for the lawsuits. J6ers will win. I mean, unless they all get Clintoned. What's up, True Crazy? Happy Freedom. There's my favorite bigot. Appreciate you being here. What's up, Melissa? Happy Freedom. Just flipping through really quick. Crystal, it's making people complacent when nothing happens. Yeah, I mean, they are normalizing all of this stuff. I've been saying that for the last couple of years. Like, something real significant would have to happen to get us all riled up again. Like how we were in 2020. Now it's just like, oh, that happened? Wow, that's crazy. We're so desensitized. It could have happened down the street. We're just like, oh, wow. That's nuts. What's up, Kung Fu? Happy Freedom. Snooks, Kung Fu says hi. Let's see. Dutton, order out of chaos, cause the problem, provide a solution that benefits them. It's blue team all day. That's what they do. I appreciate you, Mr. Beans and Beans. What's up, Robert? Happy freedom. Lone Wolf, and they stopped ammo from moving. I seen that. I couldn't find a lot of details on it, and the wording was really weird. They were talking about how they have stopped exports of ammunition for non-military personnel for some temporary length of time. But I didn't know if that meant exporting such as like mail or from foreign places, because I know that Old Man Walter prevented us from importing foreign ammo, at least for non-military use. But I've been wondering, are we not able to buy ammo right now? Like I've been wondering. I caught like a couple news headlines about it, but I couldn't find any real details. And I didn't want to come out and be like, did you guys know we can't buy ammo? Like, I didn't want to say that, so I've been waiting to find more details on it. Brenda, it's treason. It is. Everything this administration is doing is treason. That's kind of what I mean about the J6 footage getting released and all that stuff. We already know they're traitors. You know, how much do we got to know it before anything happens? Judo Joe knew it was a psyop from the start. Yeah, because they're narrating the whole thing. Like, if these things would have happened, then I'd be, you know, a little bit more concerned about it. I mean, it's not that I'm not concerned about it. I'd be more willing to believe it if it just was a random sighting. We stopped somebody that had explosives on them. Whoa, that's a big deal. But for the news to say it and 4 days later it to come to fruition is like, you guys sent that guy down there, didn't you? Like, that's a bowling ball with some spray paint on it and a backpack, isn't it? That's just a bunch of bullshit. You needed a headline. You told us this was going to happen. Now you got to make it happen. See, and that feels right to me. That feels like exactly what they're doing. I'm trying to find this comment I seen while the video was going. I don't know why I can't find it now. That's how it goes. I want to say Parabellum posted when Arizona stopped doing daylight savings, and now I can't find it. But it was a lot longer ago than I thought it was going to be. Ah, come on. I knew I seen it. Where did I seen it at? What's up, J.O.B.? Happy freedom. Parabellum, you can still buy ammo, but factories are stockpiling and slowing production. See, and that's what makes people scared of war, is that kind of stuff. Well, it sounds like it's time to go buy ammo. That's what it really sounds like. I don't know why I can't find this comment now. That's how it goes. I thought it was like maybe within the last 5 years or so they stopped doing daylight savings, but I want to say he said like in the 80s or something. I don't know. I can't find it now. Which is oh, thank you, Parabellum. 1968. That is. Why are we all still playing the daylight savings game if it's like that? 1968. They should just wipe the board. They should be like, nah, we're all opting out. We're not doing it anymore. What's up, Status Quo? Happy Freedom Friday. Appreciate you being here. My eyes are getting all blurry now. This headache is kicking my ass. Yeah, Lone Wolf, exactly. It's time to buy ammo while we still can. Sam, tomorrow's Snook's birthday. Aw, dang. We're going to have to sing happy birthday to Snooks. That's what we're going to have to do. Let's see. Annette, except for Israel and the blue and yellow country, they're not selling any weapons. Nope. We're giving them everything we got. Here's our money. Here's our weapons. Here's our ammo. We'll even send you soldiers and everything else. You don't have to pay us back. It's fine. So this next one's titled FBI Raids New York City Mayor Eric Adams chief fundraiser's home. So Eric Adams didn't know that chief of fundraising was corrupt. He just didn't know that. Okay. Let's get it started, hooligans.
So the FBI raided the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, yesterday. The New York Post and New York Times are reporting the investigation is part of a possible kickback, a probe into a possible kickback scheme involving the Turkish government and a Brooklyn construction company. What is this all about? Alexis McAdams is here in New York City with more on this. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, Julie, that's right. Well, sources are telling me today that the timing of this raid was not a coincidence because Mayor Eric Adams was actually on the ground in Washington, D.C. when this all went down out in Brooklyn. Although we're learning more about this investigation and it's ongoing, the mayor is defending his campaign. Watch.
I have not been contacted by anyone from any law enforcement agency, and that's why I came back from D.C. to be here, to be on the ground and look at this inquiry as it was made.
It was a pretty big meeting that he had to skip out there about the migrant crisis. The mayor's comments coming after the home of his chief fundraiser, Brianna Suggs, was raided by the FBI. The 25-year-old has been leading the charge to raise money for Adams' campaign. So the raid went down yesterday as the mayor just landed in D.C. That's when sources tell me he got a phone call and announced he had to cancel all of his plans. According to the mayor's office, Adams heard of an issue related to the campaign and takes these issues seriously. So he wanted to get back to New York as quickly as possible, and that's exactly what he did. A search warrant obtained by the New York Times, Julie, says that the feds are looking into whether Adams' 2021 election campaign conspired with the Turkish government to get illegal foreign donations. This comes as the FBI is looking into this construction company you're looking at. That is out in Brooklyn as well. The company, which also has ties to Turkey, is reportedly under investigation for a possible kickback scheme. Reached out to them, but they didn't comment and declined. So this isn't the first time the mayor's campaign has come under scrutiny, right? In July, 6 people were charged with attempting to divert tens of thousands of dollars in public money to Adams' campaign months before his election. Back out here live at City Hall, Adams telling reporters again in the past couple of days, Julie, that his campaign is one of the strictest reviews when it comes to vetting donations and contributions to his campaign. He canceled a noon event that we were going to show up to and try to get him on camera, but we'll see if we talk to him at all later this afternoon, Julie. We'll send it back to you.
Good luck with that. Alexis McAdams, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno.
She said, good luck with that. Yeah. 6 people have already been charged because of corruption, having like related to his campaigning and all that stuff. Now, his 25-year-old fundraising chief in command or whatever gets raided by the FBI because there might be ties to Turkey. Might be getting some illegal bucks from Turkey. Why can't we have anybody in government that actually likes America and follows the law and the Constitution? Like, is it really that hard to come by that we can't get a single person in office that wants to play by the book? You get me in office, I'm gonna wear an American flag suit every single day. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand what it's like to be such a piece of shit. If they tie Adams to the Turkish government or whatever, it could be terrorists. God only knows. And they don't pull him down, I'm done. We're covering something else. We ain't covering politics anymore because it's bullshit. That is bullshit. They've already got 6 people previously because of campaign reasons. Now this is happening. Adams had a full schedule, canceled his schedule, and went back to New York because he cares about his job. I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me. If you're in the middle of doing your job, your full schedule, and little thing happens back at the house, it's not a big deal because it's not true. Nothing bad actually happened. It's just an investigation. They're just going through the protocol. Well, then why did he clear his schedule and get back to New York? That sounds like guilt to me. That sounds like, well, I better get back there to smooth everything over before they uncover any more details. That's what it sounds like to me. But I guess we won't know until they find more. No good. No good. Adams sucks. He's ruining New York, and now he's getting found out to be a traitor himself. Let's see, reading through the chats really quick before we move forward. We got 3 more videos left. Matt Adams always sounding like he's panicking. I know, he's perpetually in a panic attack. Maybe he's that corrupt. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe he's walking around with a guilty conscience all day. So when he speaks, it comes out. You know, you can hear his worry in his voice while he thinks he's being all pompous. Hair Juicer, hey, homie got popped. Oh, crap, I got to get home. Not suspicious at all. Exactly, Hair Juicer. That's what I think, too. If what is going on is just protocol, it's just normal procedures, then why did he clear his schedule and go back? Why didn't he just keep doing what he was doing? And it's just like I said, I think it's because he is got dirt and he's worried about it being uncovered. He had to drop everything and go back and mend this problem before it gets out of hand. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's see. It's reading through. How do I say your name? Mihawa? Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. But try my best. They did run the codes for my all-wheel drive light that is flashing on my dash. And all they said is it's coming up as something to do with the wheels. There's something about the wheels that is causing the transmission to think there's something wrong with the all-wheel drive to cause the flashing light. But that's all they know. They're supposed to call me. I mean, they could have already called me. I don't know. But they're supposed to call me back at some point to schedule an appointment to bring the car back to have them redo all the sensors in the wheels. So I don't. I mean, unless I get more symptoms, that's kind of all I know for now. Let's see. Zero, I love that there's such a wide age range. It was tough in the beginning. In the beginning, when we first started live streaming the riots, we had a big spectrum of age in the beginning, but it was causing a lot of clashing at first. You'd have young, ignorant people who were screaming BLM, and then you would have older, intolerant people that would fight against that, and then you would have people fighting in the chats, and then I had to have like 12 mods at one point, and it was rough in the beginning, but now we all learn to live together, and it's all good, I think. Let's see. RK, they're just bringing fireworks for New Year's. There's nothing to see here. Yeah, see, that's what it is. We're just ruining their good time as they come across that southern border. They're just trying to bring us a show to see. And we're just spoiling the fun, because that's what we do. Yep. I'm gonna wait for KJP to come out and say that stuff. That sounds like something that she would say. She's like, see, you ultra MAGA Americans out there are always looking for a bad guy. And these poor people coming across the southern border looking for asylum with their poor children that they purchased with their own money are coming here to throw fireworks for us, and you ungrateful bastards keep trying to keep them out of the country. Okay, JP. This gives me nightmares. I hate that woman. Nothing like being gaslit by a troll in a fuzzy wig. He's got those little ghoul hands. I don't know. Freaks me out. Zero, mostly peaceful chat. Yeah. It was rough in the beginning. It was rough in the beginning. I'm glad how things have developed. I like everything to move organically. Almost everything we have with our day-to-day live that we run has developed organically. It's just something pops up, and then next thing you know, every day it seems to get like the Screaming Goat. It's just one day it happened, and the next day everybody's like, where's the Screaming Goat? And the next day, where's the Screaming Goat? And now every day it's just like, throw some Screaming Goat on there. You know, it's just very organic. I love that. We're moving in our own way, creating our own path, just like we should be doing. Everybody's saying happy birthday to Snooks over on Twitch. Just getting warmed up for tomorrow. Jerry, wheel sensors, just clean them. You don't have to change them. I think one of them doesn't work. I think one of the sensors isn't reporting back or something. Something's going on with it. And they think that's what's causing it, is that 3 of them are responding and 1's not. And the transmission's like, hey, you got a wheel that isn't turning. And they think that's what's happening, but nobody knows for sure at this time. What's up, Play? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. Brenda, supposed to be, a protest tomorrow in New York City for the Middle East. I still don't understand that stuff. I don't know why people care so much about what's happening over there. Tis what 'tis. Jerry's getting kickback from them hotels. He could be. Adams could be. He could be making some monies off the hotels full of border crossers and stuff. I'm waiting for winter. That's going to be something. New Yorkers couldn't even survive the winter when they're locals to that region. You're going to bring a bunch of people here from outside the country. You're going to stick them all in the sidewalk of New York and then just watch them freeze to the cement. Great idea. Like, this winter is going to be crazy chaos with those border crossers. They would, after this winter, they're going to wish that President Trump was in office right now deporting their asses, because at least they'd be able to go back home. We're going to bury them here if they die on the sidewalk. That's what's going to happen. We're not sending their carcass back home. No, they'll die and be buried here. So it's just another reason why we need Trump back in office. He could be saving lives on the sidewalks of New York right now. He could be. But, they had to screw around in 2020. And now look at we're going to be scraping border crossers off the sidewalk in New York. Frozen carcasses. Froze to death with dreams and hopes. Lies from our federal government. It's terrible. It is terrible. Sam, we need some more goat. We do. You can't have enough goat. And doesn't he know that grafting money... I think I'm misreading this. Doesn't he know that grifting for money only works for old man Walter? Yeah, wait till old man Walter finds out. Wait till he finds out that Eric Adams making that money and 10% ain't going to the big guy. There's going to be a mysterious heart attack swinging from a doorknob kind of situation coming up. They're going to find a delete yourself notice in his pocket a week later like they did McAfee. Oh, it turns out we found a note in his pocket. He said he's been waiting his whole life to take it. Okay. This next one is just for shits and giggles. It's titled UAP, which is the new pronouns for UFO. Over the Arctic Circle remains a mystery. Now that title, if it didn't confuse you enough, means really a whole lot of nothing, because the whole point of this video is about the Chinese spy balloons. I don't know if that's a bad word now and that's why they didn't use it or what. I'm not up to speed on the political correctness. Let's get this started.
Russ Coulthard joins us now with more. Did they find the object, the pieces of the object they shot down?
No, ma'am, they did not. In fact, it's a continuing mystery. 6 months on, the public's been told nothing. We've been told that they didn't find anything, even though the New York Times and other institutions were reporting at the time that the sea ice was frozen and that it was quite clear, there was very clear open conditions that day. The conditions were perfect for recovery. And moreover, it was reported in media that there was something anomalous about the Alaska object in particular, that somehow it remotely interfered.
Like, what? I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Meaning what? Anomalous
That's
how?
right. No, I mean, there were reports that the Alaska object somehow remotely interfered with the sensor systems of the US fighter jets that tried to intercept it. And this is an ongoing mystery, Elizabeth. We just don't know. And I think the public's got a right to know what happened. And the Pentagon has indicated it's soon about to start releasing some of the shoot-down vision. Because this was an unprecedented incident. For the first time in 65 years, NORAD used lethal force to engage a UAP over American airspace.
Yeah, and we just had a Pentagon briefing a few days ago on UFOs, or UAPs as they call them now, saying we're going to be more transparent and share more. And you've got a lot of questions here, and we have no answers. All right.
It is really quite extraordinary. I mean, I just find it amazing that we don't know the answers to what happened in February, and I think the public's got every right to know.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to join.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we are talking about the Chinese spy balloons again. First time since February. Bringing that back. I've been saying that for like a week now. I've been waiting for UFOs to come back. I knew it was coming. Like the last thing we had was the Mexico autopsy stuff where they said the little like possum bodies were aliens or something. I don't know what they are. Or whatever. It looks like molded cat turds. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like they were playing in the litter box, but I digress. I don't understand why they changed the name of UFO. I don't understand why they did that. So they're now calling them UAPs, and a UAP is an unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Why? Why? What was wrong with unidentified flying object? That is very descriptive. An unidentified, an unidentified anomalous phenomenon. Is that Klaus? Is Klaus an anonymous phenomenon? Is that what he is? Because is that what your wiener is? Like, I mean, you could say that about anything, can't you? Like, what is the definition of that? Like, it's like the scientific language of being like, look, there's a I don't know. There's an I don't know up there. What the hell is going on? Not everything needs a pronoun. They're going too far. The liberals are going too far. Putting stupid names on things. We didn't need to relabel the UFOs. I think it was fine the way it was, a UAP. I don't know. I don't know. Stop putting labels on everything, damn it. It's stupid. It's so stupid. We're going to read through chat really quick. We got two more. This next one's about Trump's sons. Day before yesterday, Don took the stand. I think today, maybe it was yesterday Don took the stand. Today, Eric took the stand. I think that's how it went. But we'll be covering that next. And then we'll be wrapping things up with the situation that happened at the nuclear facility. And we're going to be brainstorming about that because I don't understand that. We'll get to that, though. Sam, well, Klaus is a phenomenon. I mean, he is. He is something. He is something. Let's see, reading through Matt. Let's go. My son just left for game 1 of the state football playoffs. Undefeated season, #1 seat. That's awesome, Matt. Heck yeah. Good luck to him out there. Hope he kicks ass. I mean, if they made it to state, that they're obviously out there kicking ass. That's awesome. Let's see. Ghostly, it was an ET gender reveal balloon that got away. That's the best. That's the best. I love that. That's got to be what happened. Trigger crazy. I'm phenomenal. What I'm trying to think. What was it? From the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut. What's his name? Big Gay Al or whatever on there. What was he saying? I'm fabulous or something. I don't know. I can't remember. But that's what that just reminded me of. Trigger crazy. Oh no. Dang it, now I'm going to have to look it up after the live. Zero, we just laugh and point now. Yeah, we're fairly desensitized. We were getting really bad. At the end of the riots there, we were all getting really bad. There was times where we were watching people get just stomped. Like, just stomped right there in the street. And everybody's like, yeah, hit him again. And I'm like, hold on, like, these are Americans that we're watching get beat down in the street. Like, I know they've been burning shit down, but is this really what we want? And everybody in the chat's like, yeah! Like, no, we need to chill out, okay? We're asking for blood and gore a little bit too much. We're like in the Coliseum. Fight to the death in the streets of Portland. Like, too much. We were getting too desensitized there for a second. We had to reel it in. Let's see. Okay, they found the land of the misfit toys. That's what they're going to say about us when they stick us in a green zone. They'll be like, that camp over there, they're full of hooligans. You don't want to go over there. Loud and laughing. They're going to be mad because we're sitting there laughing so loud. They're like, you guys are supposed to be miserable. Can't get us down. Hooligans don't get down. We get even. That's how it goes. Joe, New York City rats are going to eat good this winter. It's looking that way. I don't know how they're going to fix that. We covered a story yesterday or the day before saying that New York is offering them a plane ticket anywhere in the world. They can be flown anywhere in the world for free because they're going to die in the streets of New York if they don't get up out of there. Like, what a deal. What a deal. All this advertisement. Go to New York. Anyone and everyone can be there. Even if you're not an American, go to New York. Free pass, free bus ride. It's starting to get chilly out. They're like, hey, you better leave or you're going to die. It's like, wait a minute. You didn't tell me that when I came across that border 4 months ago. Psych. Gotcha. Normal times, if you don't want open borders, vote for the Orange Eagle. Absolutely. Ghostly, I'm not organic. I got lots of metal in my leg. I mean, if you want to be superior to us, then, you know, I guess. You didn't have to just call it out like that, okay? You didn't have to, you know, toot your own horn so loud over there with all the metal on. You're like, okay, you're half cyborg. We get it. You're great, okay? You didn't have to brag on us like that. At least I can sneak my shame through the metal detector. You hooligans crack me up. Sure, crazy. Laughing at violence is normal. That's because you're Canadian. You guys watch hockey all day. That's why. That's what it is, trigger crazy. Let's see. Joe, I wonder what would happen if they sent a few thousand border crossers to Maui. Probably give them $700. That's probably what they would do. You notice they ain't talking about Maui all of a sudden. It's just, nah, that whole island didn't burn down. Just forget about it. Kind of like Ohio. They don't talk about East Palestine anymore. I'm like, it'll be fine. What's up, Cash Flow? Happy Freedom Friday. I was reading what you were saying while I was talking. Good shark bait. Thank God for Kyle Rittenhouse. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. He was doing a lot of interviews on podcasts and stuff, and then it's kind of like he disappeared. Hopefully they don't Clinton him. Oh, man, that's totally what they want. You know that. They consider him the one that got away. He used a firearm and then was pronounced innocent afterwards. You know that burns the government up. They're like, look at this piece of shit out here just using his rights all willy-nilly. Who told him he's allowed to do that? Red Wagon, that was the China balloon. Yeah, the whole UFO video thing we just covered, that's what it was about. I mean, they didn't say it, but all the images, that's what it was. So I think what they were trying to get out of their face is that they did such a terrible job on, is that they never actually told us what did they find when they went and reclaimed all the objects they shot out of the sky. It was like every day, you know, oh, there was another thing sighted and we shot it out of the sky. And that's all they kept saying, and then they just stopped saying it. So this guy was kind of, from what I could tell, he was trying to say that the American people have the right to know what did they recover after they shot those things down. And they never told us. And so I think that was the point of the video, but they were so worried about finding the gender of UFOs and calling them UAPs that they failed to mention the point of the video. Let's see. Dutton, I was worried walking through a metal detector for the first time after my surgery. Apparently titanium doesn't set them off. At least medical use titanium. Well, thank you for letting me know, Dutton. I didn't know that. I didn't know we could sneak medical grade titanium through metal detectors. Oops. Thank you for letting us know. I did not know that. I don't have any metal plates in my body. Anything that's been broken, I pretty much just let it heal the way it is. And that's the only time I go to a doctor, but most of the time when I break things, it's my knuckles. And there's not a lot you can do for your fingers and knuckles. So, I don't have any cool plates and stuff like all of you guys. Maybe one day. I always wondered about that, though, because I get a lot of shit when I go through metal detectors because I wear boots everywhere I go, and you got those rivets or whatever in them. And so every time I go through, I'm already, like, shirt up and, like, you know, all this stuff because I know I'm going to get flagged. And they're going to, you know, feel some type of way about it. Sometimes I tell them, because the courthouse in Hart, which is the courthouse that I go to for most things, they have a metal detector right there at the door. And so a lot of times when I walk in there, I tell them, I'm like, I'm about to set it off. I got these boots on. I'm going to set this metal detector off. And so I just come through like, do whatever you're going to do. Just don't shoot me in the face. If I'm going to have a funeral, I want it to be open casket. They don't think that's funny, but I do. Let's see. Reading through. Rip Curl, it sucks how we all just pass by and forget all the awful things they do. It's weird. It is weird to see everyone forget things. I feel like I stay on target because I worry about updating on stories we've already covered. So a lot of times I'll be watching something or reading something that we're going to put on the live, and I try to remember what was the first couple steps that got us here. Have we covered this topic before? And if we did, when, how, what happened, those kinds of things. And because I go through that process every single day except for Sundays for the most part. I mean, even on Sundays, sometimes I do it just out of habit, even though I'm not building a schedule. But I feel like that keeps me on point to remember every little thing that goes on, because I'm perpetually on this wheel keeping track of things. But I've seen viewers and stuff that have been with me since the beginning, since May 30th or something, 2020, when we started. That was like the day we started, and they're not around anymore. But then I'll go to other live chats, especially Antifa chats, and I'll see those same viewers, the same usernames and stuff in those chats thanking Antifa live streamers because, well, like, no, I can't say his name, but the guy in DC who covers all the Antifa stuff, it's because he is Antifa. But people forgot. They forgot. And now you got people like Elon Musk sharing those people's posts saying, you guys should follow this guy. Yeah, well, he's a domestic terrorist. Do you guys know that? No, you don't. Because you weren't paying attention 2 years ago when they were burning shit down and we were sitting here documenting all of it. Of course, Elon wasn't paying attention to us. He should have been. But when I see hooligans over there in that chat doing that, that just makes me feel some type of way. I'm like, it's crazy how fast people forget what's happened in just 2 years, 3 years. I was telling you guys that sometimes I go back and I watch those riot videos and it just doesn't hit the same because we were all going through it together. And to go back and review that footage and see what was actually happening and what was allowed to happen. One, what we were allowed to show back then versus what we can show now, and what the police and the government was allowing to happen in the streets of America compared to how they govern now. It's crazy that we went through that and we saw it the way we did. Because if you go back and review it, it's like unbelievable that we went through that. That was normal life for a period of time. Matt, 3 fused vertebrae with titanium. Yep, never set off a metal detector. That's crazy. That's crazy. I always wondered about that. Oh my god, Annette, that's hilarious. Here, Juicer, have you heard about the dynamite and the sledgehammer festival in Mexico? I have not. I have not. That sounds like something. Dynamite and sledgehammer festival. I can't say that I have heard of that. That is something. I'm gonna actually look it up after the live here and grab this really quick. That's what she said. Ka-chow. There we go. I appreciate you being here, Annette. Hope dinner turns out awesome. Ah, sure, crazy. Yeah, he's Antifa too. Well, he was. I don't think he's qualified anymore. I heard he got roughed up by them one time and then he didn't hang out with them anymore. RK, oh my goodness. You're going to get me in trouble, RK. RK says, did you hear that women are trading their tampons for hockey pucks? They heard they last for 3 periods. My goodness, that's terrible. Only on Freedom Friday, my goodness. That's a good one. That's a good one. I just heard a joke yesterday, I think it was. You know why Elvis Presley can't parallel park? Because he's fucking dead, that's why. I was like, oh my god, got me. That's a good one. You got me. Oh, batteries are dying in the Screaming Goat. You guys are going to have to send me another Screaming Goat. Anyways. Yeah, you notice people aren't talking about that blue and yellow country anymore. Everything's all about the Middle East. The Middle Yeast. Anyways, so this next video is titled, At New York Trial, Trump's sons say they were not aware of fraud. These people are smart. Smart. I called it a week ahead. Get up there and say you don't know nothing about nothing. Waste those people's money. They want to go on witch hunts? Go ahead. They can go searching around for all this non-existent evidence. Let's go ahead and get this started.
Donald Trump's adult sons, Eric and Donald Trump Jr., arrived at a New York court to testify in the civil fraud case against the family business on Thursday. Both Trump said they had no involvement with documents that a judge ruled were fraudulently manipulated to inflate the value of their father's business. Don Jr. blamed accountants who put together statements that were used to secure loans and insurance that allowed the company to keep functioning. On the stand, he said, quote, "They had more information and details on all this than I would have." And this is what he had to say to reporters outside the courthouse.
I mean, I think it's a truly scary precedent for New York. For me, for example, before even having a day in court, I'm apparently guilty of fraud for relying on my accountant to do, wait for it, accounting.
Eric Trump testified he wasn't even aware the fraudulent documents existed, but he grew flustered when emails were presented showing that he was asked to weigh in on underlying data that was used to compile the valuations. Neither son vouched for the accuracy of those valuations. However, evidence submitted at trial shows that both sons signed statements certifying they had provided accurate information to an outside accounting firm. The former president put his sons in charge of his real estate empire while he served in the White House. He is scheduled to testify on Monday. New York State Attorney General Letitia James is seeking at least $250 million in damages, as well as a permanent ban on Trump and his adult sons from running businesses in the state.
That woman trots like a horse. Anyways. Anyways. She's walking around like she's pregnant or something. Just trying to get across that street. I don't know how she doesn't get motion sickness. Anyways, I called it a week in advance. Don and Eric both went up there and said, well, I don't know. I don't know anything about nothing. They said Don yesterday told him, I hired people to do that job. Why would I know? Makes sense. I was calling it. That's how you do it. You get up there and you either plead the fifth and they can't ask you any more questions. Or you get yourself in a situation where you can't plead the fifth, but nobody can force you to know anything. You get up there and you just don't know anything. You just can't recall. Well, that's just too bad. That's a sad story. And that's what they did. They went up there and they didn't know anything. So the courthouse wasted everybody's time and everybody's money to bring all those people in there just to hear these testimonies from these people who didn't provide anything. And so that's how it goes. That's how it goes. They want a witch hunt. Well, they're going to have to fight for it, I guess. I mean, if they're doing bad stuff, then I would hope they would be held accountable, but they would need more evidence than the opinions of the sons of the person you are trying to demonize. Good try. Good try. They really wanted to be able to say that Trump's kids were the ones that took him down. It doesn't look like that's how things are going to go, in my opinion. Something I kind of noticed is Trump's kids are all bearded up. They both are like full beard and stuff, which I can't even do that, even if I wanted to. I just would not be able to do that. It's just not in the cards for me. But could you imagine what the Orange Eagle would look like with a full beard? I keep wondering every time I see Don Jr. and now seeing Eric, just being like, what would President Trump look like if he was all bearded out? I was like, I can't even imagine what it would be like. I don't know. Maybe one day he'll let us see what he'd look like all bearded out. I wonder, are presidents not supposed to be that way? Are they supposed to be clean shaven or something? Is there a thing about that? Because I know back in the day they used to have beards and stuff, like Abe Lincoln and all that, beard. When was the last time we had a president that had a beard? And is there a reason why we don't see that more often? Ghostly the battle beards, is that what it is? I hope that's not a thing, because I can't do it. It's just, I just don't grow hair there. I've never shaved my face. It just, maybe I should start. I don't know. It just doesn't grow hair there. Cody and the hair all slicked back. Yeah. I know, they're always looking real slick when they're out there. Zero Santa Claus, only thinner. You think the Orange Eagle would look like Santa Claus? Maybe. I don't know. I think he'd be a little fancier than that. Maybe, though. What's up, old BR? Happy Freedom Friday to you. Appreciate you being here. Just reading through. RK, James is a see you next Tuesday. Exactly. Zero, bring it down to New York as much as they can. Just killing New York. They are. It's too bad. I always wanted to go to New York and just see the cool things there, because I've always been interested in media and stuff like that. So I just assumed one day I would go to New York and see the neat stuff. But ever since covering politics, I really don't want to go there. Same thing with California. I always wanted to go to California, and now that's like the last place I want to go. Cody, that's no woman. That's a monster. She is. No, I appreciate you, old BR. You're awesome. Just flipping through really quick before we move to this next one. This next one's the last one we have. There's something weird about it. We need to gather our thoughts and try and figure out exactly what the hell is going on with this next video, because it's a whole bunch of crumbs and ain't no picture being painted. Cash flow, if I was him, I'd be laying low. Yeah, and I kind of want to say that's what I was hearing about Kyle Rittenhouse, is that they were trying to find ways to sue him every chance anybody could. Like, they were just trying to wear him out of money. The last I heard him talking. And I mean, that was a while ago. It was probably still spring or something last time I seen him. Red Wagon, No Shave November. I don't play any of those games. Once the kids started eating Tide Pods and shit, I was like, I'm not doing this. They're like, no nut November. Don't you tell me how to live my life, okay? I do what I want. No Shave November. I'm there, I guess. I don't know. I don't really grow any facial hair. I'm not a hairy person. Contempt. I just googled it. Turns out there is photos of Orange Eagle with a full beard. Hold up. Hold up here. Beard. Who is Blaine Trump? Who the hell is that? I said President Trump, and Brave Browser's like, yeah, Blaine Trump. Who the hell is that? Show me some guy from the Civil War or something. Like, this ain't what I'm talking about. I'm looking for the Orange Eagle beard out. I don't know. I'm not finding it. I'm gonna have to look later on, I guess. I ain't gonna stop the whole show for this, but I thought maybe I'd be able to find it. I'm not seeing it though. Who's in charge of these photos? For some reason they keep showing me Ted Cruz. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. There sure is a lot of pictures of him not looking so great with his hair blowing all over the place. Weird. I'll have to look for it. I'm not seeing anything on this quick little search, but that's something. I didn't even think about Googling it. Yeah. Matt, Kyle was on some of the Blaze shows recently. He's broke. Yeah, I believe it. He needs to come out with some products. That's what he needs to do. I mean, I know that sounds kind of shitty, kind of fake, but while he still has spotlight on him, the best, like, it could be a once-in-a-lifetime situation. The best thing he could do is come out with some sort of products, t-shirts, or make something that would make the world a better place, and then sell the shit out of it while he has all that spotlight on him. Like, kind of make his mark. Like, I mean, he'll always be remembered as the Kenosha kid that, you know, stood up for the Second Amendment and won. But we see how everybody forgets everything. If he wants to, like, put his foot there and remain, like, in the public eye, he should get behind a product or a service or something and then really push it. And then he could be known for putting out something really great that the world enjoys and, you know, make some money. He's in the spotlight. It's the easiest way to make some money. He should be calling, like, Mike Lindell or something like that and co-work a product together and put that out. And I think that would give him the financial steadiness that he needs to keep moving forward, especially if they're going to keep trying to throw lawsuits at him and stuff like that. But that's just my 2 cents on it. Reading through the chat really quick before we get on this last one. This last one's about a individual that tried to break into and trespassed on a nuclear facility's property. It's just a very weird situation. Mr. Beans and Beans, maybe Kyle should be on Saturday Night Live. Maybe. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't already done that. Thank you so much, Mr. Beansy Beans, for the bits on Twitch. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the support, Mr. Beansy Beans. Let's see. Guy Dub a 2A pillow. Yep. He should do something. I think you would. I think if Kyle and Mike Lindell got together and put a product out, that would be a good move for all of them. I think it would help get Mike Lindell to a new audience because, you know, everybody knows of Kyle. And it would help Kyle keep his relevance and also make a little bit of money so he can continue advocating for the Second Amendment and all that stuff. I don't know. It's just my 2 cents on it. Anyways, we're going to move forward to this next one. It's titled Deputies Searching for Suspect Following Incident at, I don't know what this word is, Oconee Nuclear Station. And this is really weird. I want you guys to listen to this and pay attention to all the details they mention, because I almost feel like this is some false flag material right here. This is something. This is something. I don't know what it is, and they absolutely have no idea what it is, but this is something.
All right, Chris, thank you so much for that. Well, now to a news alert. This one coming out of Oconee County. The search is on for a man accused of driving onto the nuclear station's property and then sending security on a chase.
Now the sheriff's office is investigating the incident that ended with shots being fired. It was all out chaos and a developing situation. So that's why we have Fox Carolina's Haley Spittler joining us now with what we know at this time.
Yeah, it was a set of crazy and wild events at the Oconee Nuclear Station last night. Deputies now searching for a suspect who trespassed onto the plant's property and evaded security several times. Right now, we want to show you the type of car investigators are looking for at this hour. It's a 2002 Toyota Camry with a license plate from Arkansas. The Oconee County Sheriff's Office says it all started just after 8 last night, telling us the car had driven through the exit side of the gate facing Highway 183. That's when security at the plant activated pop-up barricades. They say the driver hit those barricades, backed up, and then drove down a dirt road where security officers tried to block the car in. The suspect is then accused of driving through a fence after trying to hit security. The car went out of the plant's exit before going back onto Highway 183 and onto a property on Jones Mill Road where shots were fired. And as of this morning, it's unclear where the gunshots came from. We want to show you that car again. If you have any information about the car or the driver, you are asked to call 911. The Oconee Nuclear Station, owned in Seneca, is manned by security 24/7. We do know about an hour before this all unfolded, that same car and driver showed up at the plant, eventually going when being asked to leave. This case is in the early stages of the investigation. We'll be sure to update you as we continue to learn more.
So I saw that and was like, what the hell happened? I can't tell there's a couple things I can't tell based off that. One, I can't tell if they actually caught the guy or not. They don't clearly say if they actually caught him or not. So that's weird. The other thing that's weird is in the beginning, they kind of mention that they talk about deputies and then they talk about shots fired. And you assume the deputies were the ones shooting. But then at the end of the video, they say the shots were fired and no one knows where they came from. What? What? So this stranger in a Toyota Camry or Toyota Corolla or whatever kind of Toyota he had tried to enter a nuclear facility's property by ramming the gate and coming in through brute force. He was stopped by pop-up barricades. I assume they mean the metal ones that stand up at an angle, and when you hit, it connects with your wheel wells and all that stuff. I assume that's what they're talking about. Hit the barricade, backed up, took off down a dirt road. That sounds weird. Dirt road just appears. Okay. Takes dirt road, leaves. Security's chasing him around while they're playing the chicken music, you know. He comes back on the property, tries to hit security, takes out a gate, and then leaves through the exit. Shots were fired. Nobody knows where they came from. Apparently nobody knows if they landed. Mystery shots fired. Ban assault weapons, maybe. I don't know. And then they left. What is the facility? That's kind of what I want to know. It's a nuclear facility, but what does that mean? Is it a nuclear power plant and they generate power? Do they build nuclear weapons there? Do they make microwaves there? Like, what do they do? What is that place? It's just a nuclear place. Okay. What's the point? What is the point? So either this person was drunk and just thought of, try to find something fun to do on a Thursday night, or is this an attempt to try and figure out what all kind of security they have at these kind of facilities? Is this an individual that was trying to test things? They were scouting, and they did this to see what kind of reaction they would get from that kind of facility. And is this going to be an example of other facility security that also exist here somewhere and, randomly throughout the states? Because that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds to me like when bank robbers are scouting banks and they cause like false flag emergencies just to see what the response time is so they know how to handle it when they go hit the bank for real. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't go and perform heists and stuff. I've just seen TV and movies like all of you. But that sounds really weird to me. And this person sounds really determined because he hit the barricade and he left. But then he came back to take out security with the car and took a gate out and then left again. That's a lot of determination. Now, he's either smoking crack and just didn't know what he was doing on a Thursday night. I assume it's a he. It could be a she or a zebra or, whatever you guys want to label it as. I assume it's a he. He was either really messed up and came back for seconds, or he was really determined to prove something. And I don't know. It seemed like data collection to me. But I have a lot of questions after watching that. And I'm curious what you hooligans think, because I kind of feel like that story is going to come back again. That we're going to find out more about that in the coming days. That's what I'm thinking anyways. So I'm going to flip through the chat really quick here. See what all you hooligans are thinking about all of that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to drop the Linktree link for all of you guys. All of my links are listed, so if you would like to use the donation links or membership links or the merch store links that we have to show support and keep us moving forward doing what we do, you are welcome to do that. What I ask is that you join Gilded, though. Gilded is free. You can access it from your desktop or your phone. It is currently the best way to receive notifications every time we go live. The hooligans are there 24/7. Keeping the conversation going every single day, all day long. You'll never be bored. If you're a part of Gilded, you're never alone. If you feel like you're alone, you need to get to Gilded ASAP, because you're not. You're not. And we have a news board on there to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Gilded. If you're really feeling saucy, go join jeffmaclive.com. Take advantage of that link at the top of the link tree. That is a free week to go see all the cool stuff in the restricted area of jeffmaclive.com. You can watch the lives with the best chat out of all platforms. The chat on the live stream or on the website in the live streaming area is the best. It is the best. I mean, it's It's the best. We have custom emojis. We can react to each other in the chat. You can post memes. You can post GIFs. You can post links. You can do everything and anything on our chat. And you can customize how your comments are in our chat over on the website. And that alone is a really great reason to be on the website, let alone all the other really neat stuff we have going on over there. We have group chats. We have social media. We have an advanced messaging system. We can call each other. We can video call each other. We can group video call, group audio call, all kinds of stuff. We got all kinds of stuff over on the website. It is the home of the Hooligans. So definitely go check it out. I know you guys are tired of hearing me say that, but I'm telling you, near my birthday, that link is going to expire and there's not going to be any more coupons to get onto the website for free. So go check it out right now while it's still free. It's not a trial. You're not going to be charged or anything like that. There's no junk fees, as KJP would say. It's just a free week to check out the cool stuff that I'm building over there. Let's see. Reading through chat really quick, and we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and wrap this up. Flipping through. Ghostly, that's why open borders are so scary. The FBI wants a mass shooting attack, but we'll end up with a nuke plant getting hit. Yeah, exactly. True crazy. It was a white Supreme Pizza for sure. Had to been. Out there driving that Toyota around. I mean, if you're going to take a car to go on a mission, I think you got the right one. MU, the pics of President Trump with beard looks photoshopped. He kind of looks like Santa. You guys need to post that stuff on Gilded so I can see it. Snooks, it was a nuclear energy plant. I would hope the security be better than what they just described at a nuclear plant. Melissa, unidentified automobile Toyota. Yeah, it was a UAT. That is awesome. I wonder if they're going to talk about it on Monday when KJP comes staggering out on stage. Undercrofter, which one of you hooligans owns a Camry? It was a white one. That's what they're going to say. It was racist. They use a white Toyota Camry to commit that crime. Could have been any color, but it just happened to be white. Must have been white Supreme Pizza all day. Biggest problem in America. That's what they say. Melissa, can they show a more innocuous car? I know they might as well have pulled a Pontiac Grand Am out there. It's like, yeah, he was in one of these. Oh, for real? Was he now? Well, damn. There's only 1 billion of those in the country. Cody, what was the reporter wearing? Looked like a stripper. Sadly to say, I missed it. I didn't even see it. I don't know if that's because I'm desensitized to women looking like strippers or what. Zero, will you be gaming later? No. If we were going to game, we would have started 20 minutes ago. But with the whole car thing, it threw everything off today. We'll probably be gaming tomorrow. Oh, no, we got the Orange Eagle tomorrow, I think, at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Cash flow, white Toyota UFO. That's what hit the nuclear plant. What's up, Eagles RC? Happy freedom. Hey, I appreciate you, Lion's Heart. God bless. Alright, hooligans. Made it through chat. Everybody's looking good. No, Klausman, you chill out. He's over here hunting these stink bugs. He's trying to tear everything down. He can't help himself. He gets locked on. Alright, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There we go. And I didn't mute it. Good stuff. All right, hooligans. Well, that's that. Tomorrow we have Free Speech Saturday, so we will be doing Coffee with Hooligans at 1 p.m. Eastern Time as usual, but we will not be live on YouTube because Saturday is for free speech and YouTube hates our rights so much. So much. So if you're a YouTube viewer, click that link tree and find another place to get comfortable because tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, we will not be live on YouTube. We will be live on Twitch, Kick, Odyssey, DLive, Twitter, Rumble, and jeffmaclive.com. You have plenty of places to watch. And I'm telling you, watching on the website is the way to do it. It's the best chat out of all of them. Our chat ability over there is great. We just need to get all the hooligans over to the website. And it'd be a full house over here. Either way, we'll be doing that tomorrow. And like I said, I think we also have the Orange Eagle at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I might be wrong at the time, but I'm pretty sure we have the Orange Eagle tomorrow. Again, we're not showing that on YouTube either. So we have a full schedule tomorrow. Get comfortable on a platform that it's not named YouTube. I'm going to read through the chat one more time really quick, and then we're going to wrap this up. And I will see you hooligans tomorrow. I might go get groceries. I might go take a nap with this headache. I'm not sure yet, but I am happy that I got my car back. Some salty ragu. Happy freedom. Let's see. All right. Everything's looking good. I appreciate all of you hooligans being here. You guys have been fantastic as always. Please have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Time for the next Coffee with Hooligans. It's Free Speech Saturday. So don't be turning on YouTube thinking we're going to be there. We're not. We'll be everywhere except for there. So take advantage of that link tree. Hopefully I see all of you guys in Gilded or on the website. Either way, big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.